Hello everyone, and thank you for watching. This is Hadrian. Let's play some more Planetbase in our Mars Colony 2 series. We are hoping that this trade ship won't screw us over like the last one did. In a previous episode, probably 2 episodes ago, ooh, sandstorm. All right, yellow alert. Let's bring people inside. In a previous episode, we had a huge trade happening that was just taking over like 24 hours to get all the goods out to the trade ship. And the trade ship said, screw you, I'm leaving. You guys are taking too long. And all of the goods that we had brought out, that we had spent time, colonists were like working themselves to near starvation, because that's what happens in Planetbase. All of the goods that we brought out got left on this tarmac, and we had to slowly bring them back in, while the colonists were also working feverishly to feed themselves and recover from that 24-hour effort of trying to supply that trade ship. They were going to give us some bots too, which would have been handy. Alright, so we're going to lower the yellow alert so people can continue bringing resources out to the trade ship, and so that this one won't leave us the way I was just describing. But it's good that we got a sandstorm at the end of the day there, because that will help keep our power going. It will have helped keep our power higher anyway. It won't help keep our power going now because the sandstorm is gone. But new colony ship. We're at 89 colonists, now at 90. So we're 10 away from the century achievement. I mentioned in a previous episode that what I want to do with Planetbase is, with this particular series, is I have already reached the 5th milestone. We're very close to a 6th now, and possibly even a 7th. Once I have reached all 10 milestones in Mars Colony 2, this series, I will consider the series complete. And I might continue playing after that, but I would really have no reason to keep playing it beyond that point. And I haven't actually thought about what series I would want to do next. Not going to return to Long Dark quite yet. I really, really want to. And it's popular with you guys, so I haven't forgotten. But I want to keep, exploring new games and adding some new content to the channel. So let me know what you think if you're watching this, and if you're a longtime channel viewer and you want to have some input into the next series. I am open to suggestions. Might try Subnautica again, considering it's working a little better. I did test it. Might give that another shot. So we'll see. I've already made thumbnails for it, so that would certainly be an easy choice. Plus, it's just a pretty game. I just look forward to making that series because it's visually stunning. You guys would love watching it just for the vistas. I feel like I need to build... There's definitely hungry people. I think this is happening again as a result of the trade problem. Okay. So we have a bunch of credits now, almost 1,000 credits. What's really good about that is that when one of the technologies we want does come along, we will be able to just say, hey, I want that, and then pay the trade ship for it, and there's no... This might happen right now, actually. Let's see. No, it's not going to happen just yet. No, I'm going to dismiss this trading ship. We actually have 21 spares. That's good news. That means we're actually producing... that's really good news. That means we're actually producing all the goods we need. The only question is, are we producing bots rapidly enough? Here's another colony ship. This could be a good number of colonists. Let's see here. No, just 2. Another worker and another biologist. We're up to 92 colonists. We're about to hit the century mark. Great news for the colony. Notice that we are consuming food a little faster now. Our vegetables are not building up quite as rapidly. Our starch is, though. We have a ton of starch. You know what I want to do? I'm going to go ahead and build the signpost. Welcome to Mars Colony 2, everybody. Yeah, we're going to build it right there. I love that there's a signpost. It just makes me laugh. It's not going to require many resources, so should go up pretty quickly. So we're almost constantly running the game at full speed now, which is nice. We're able to just grow the colony a lot faster, a lot more happening in each episode. Need one more piece of metal. Come on, guys. We're almost there. Or not. More metal is being produced, thankfully. Alright, good. There's some right there. Another colony ship. What do we have? Uh-oh, looks like a few visitors. This could be bad. Visitors are usually hostile. There's no such thing as a nice visitor in this game. Yep. Armed intruder's been detected. Red alert. Alright, one of our guards has popped up and is trying to take down. Intruder's been killed. We might be about to lose a guard. Ah, damn. Alright, well. There were 2 intruders and only 1 guard in the area, so unfortunately that caused some issues. Well, we lost a colonist. We're back down to 91 instead of 92. Curses. Curses, I say. Storage-wise, our storage is quite full. Even though we have a massive storage building over here, we just have a lot of goods. So we need to have more carrier bots being produced. Oh, man. All right, waiting on one more piece of metal for this signpost. Yeah, we're definitely producing more spares than we're using, which is just great news, because we have a large power grid, and it's high maintenance. Trade ship. All right, we might... I'm tempted to go ahead and sell some stuff here, because we really need to offload some materials. Huh. Yeah, starch is what we really need to get rid of more than anything. So we'll just take as much of his money as we can here and sell as much starch as we can. So that's a lot of starch, but we need to do it because as I mentioned, we're running out of storage space. So that needs to change. Also, okay, there's the final piece of metal. I was sitting there going, why is that taking so long? It's probably the smallest construction order I've put forward in a long time. Signpost has been built. There it is. There we go. Gave us some additional prestige. Consumes a little bit of power, but let's have a look at the prestige of the colony. Yeah, welfare is only decent right now. Prestige is at 208, which is awesome. There might be... No, there's no more prestige-related achievements. Alright, so how are we doing here? Still waiting on 12 more starch. Looks like it's mostly queued up, so people have it. It's here. I mean, there's plenty of starch. It's not tied up, so people are bringing it straight out to the trade ship. I think I need to go ahead and build... I'm going to build another meal maker here. Tell you what, let's build 2 more. Just to ensure people have food ready to go and they're not having to wait on it. Also, can I build another table here? Yes, I can. Perfect. All right, I'm going to build another table in the original canteen. There's a little bit more room. I'm going to take advantage of it. Hey, large colony ship. What do we have here? A guard, good. And another engineer. Good. That's up to 93 colonists. I wonder if my manufacturing limits that I set... That's what it is! That's the problem. Okay. I feel silly now. Alright, let's put it up to 20. Let's have a bunch of bots. I had set that manufacturing limit much earlier on when resources were tighter. And so they weren't bringing materials to these... Okay, I wish I'd looked at that sooner. This makes so much more sense now. People are bringing materials to the bot workshop and they're starting to produce. Man, I feel stupid. But hey, the colony's still doing well. At least that wasn't like a critical error that caused a tremendous loss of life. There were probably some deaths that might have been helped, possibly even prevented by that. But I can't definitively say. So I'm going to say not. I'm going to say that wasn't my fault. That was an innocent mistake. All right. We need to go ahead and build a second recreation dome. Multi-dome here. All right. That's going to take some resources, but... Okay. Looks like another biologist and another... What are you? Medic. Good. What do we have over here? A trade ship. Do you have something I need? No, you really don't. You jerk. Well, once again, what we're going to do is just take all their money and sell off our excess. We really just have excess starch. That's where we need to get rid of stuff. Almost there. Perfect. All right. All right, so once again, bringing a bunch of starch out to the trading ship, 29 to be exact. We're also going to build this new multi-dome to help deal with just the happiness issues that are starting to pop up. There are more colonists than there is space in the multi-dome, I think. Do I only have one multi-dome so far? CR7, damaged irreversibly. I'm telling you, I'm not enjoying this situation. Thankfully, we're building more bots now that I realized the manufacturing limit was set too low, but this situation with bots being damaged irreversibly is very, very frustrating to me because I built these... I mean, for what purpose did I build these auto repairs if these bots are going to get damaged irreversibly? Doesn't make sense to me. Again, if you're a Planetbase player and you can explain that mechanic to me, drop a comment. Let me know, because it's one thing I don't understand at present. Similarly to how I didn't understand the population balances and how changing the biologist proportion would help so much in the first series, this is something I still don't get. Thankfully, it's not as fatal of an error, but... Another colony ship. This is good. We're up to 95. We're very close to the century mark. This might be 2 or 3 more right here. Yep, 2 more. Looks like another worker and another engineer. This storage is much less full at this point because we've been selling so much stuff. So that's good. All right. Looks like the multi-dome is going up. Just need... Alright, let's see. Yeah, these people are really unhappy, so this thing cannot go up fast enough. I'm starting to get more and more annoyed with each passing episode that a trade ship is not landing with the large wind turbine patent. That's what I need more than anything, and I just don't think we've seen it for this entire series. I can't recall a time that I saw it in Mars Colony 2, which I see it almost always in each series that I play, whether or not I have access to it yet or not, the ability to buy it. It's just crazy. What's this person doing? That's not supposed to happen. All right, now let's... No, I don't want to recycle it. Okay. Treadmill. Exercise. Water fountain. TV. 2 TVs. Hey. Actually, wait. Let's put this TV here. And benches. Can I perhaps do a second treadmill? Yes, I can. Perfect. Second exercise bar, maybe. Yes, I can. I feel like a colony ship just landed, but I don't know what I got because I wasn't paying attention. I could hear the noise. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, so we're gonna have one more connection out here. Okay, here's our first large trade ship in a while. How's our power doing in the middle of the night? Are we good? Not much wind right now. And as usual, they don't have anything useful. We could sell off... They definitely have room for more stuff. So we could sell off this excess starch. But again, that's not necessarily healthy for my colonists. So I'm not hugely in favor of it, to tell the absolute truth. We're going to sell 30 starch. We're waiting on one more bioplastic to come out for this connection. And we'll continue building the colony out in this direction a little bit. It's got room to expand in all directions. We can do more out there, we can do more out here, we can do more out this direction. The only real direction where there's not really room to do more, unless we had a separate complex, is out here. We could build a second complex where it's completely disconnected. You kind of leave the enclosed space of this colony and go to this space over here, which would be cool, but also kind of pointless. It'd be like having a second colony, its own little biosphere to maintain. Alright, calling a ship. We might hit century right now. Ah, no, we're one away. 99 colonists, so that's a new biologist. Again, always a good thing. It actually seems like we might be running out of food. Am I seeing this correctly? Or maybe we're just producing more meals because I built the new meal makers. So maybe with the 100th colonist, I need to cut the floodgates and watch that for a bit. Make sure that we don't run out of food. Power storage is low. Well, I have a feeling the solar panels are about to fix that problem. Exactly. Alright, so this is good. People are able to come in here and relax a little bit more. We still need one piece of bioplastic to come out here. Alright, good. We have lots of credits. As soon as someone actually shows up with a freaking massive wind turbine patent, we'll be able to make use of it. Alright, this is good. This is definitely going to give people a space to relax and get happy again. Because there's a lot of unhappiness right now. There it is. Okay, now ConstructorBot just needs to come out here and build that. Century reached! Awesome! Your colony now has 100 citizens. And I think that means we are now 3 milestones. I was going to say achievements. Either one counts, I guess. So who do we have? New worker? Good. Alright, I'm going to cut the floodgates, though. Because I want to see how our food supply does with our current load. Yeah, it seems like we're actually losing food. Now the trade ship, do you have what I need? No, you don't. Of course you don't. Why do I get my hopes up for you? Alright, well, let's take more of your money. Spares would be good. Extra spares are never a bad thing. Well, we don't need to buy spares, though, do we? I really don't think we do. So let's... I don't know. That's a lot of starch to ask people to bring out. We'll see if they can handle it. Now that there's some new buildings helping them manage their happiness levels. It seems like food is like at a perfect equilibrium right now. So maybe I do need to build some additional. Alright, so they're bringing out the starch. One of the reasons I'm trying to sell off starch is, again, these storage spaces are just getting quite full. They're not full anymore, but they were getting close because there was just so much starch. Starch is what I just had overwhelming quantities of. So trying to sell it. Ooh, there we go. Our food just jumped up. So maybe we are okay on food. I'll still have to keep an eye on it. But we have 100 colonists. That's fantastic. Definitely surpassed the success of Mars Colony 1. Okay. While the colonists are bringing this new starch out to this trade ship, I will cut this episode here. We'll continue expanding, and let's take a quick look at the milestones. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, okay, so we have 6. We still need 4 more. Robotization, we're hopefully close to. How many robots do we have? 8. So I feel like maybe we're finally building robots in here. Yeah, there's 2 robots underway. So in the next episode, we might even hit that, and then we just need to reach technocracy, which means acquiring 8 techs, which, as you know, I'm gunning for that, but the trade ships are taking their sweet time bringing me the ones that I really want first. And then megalomania, which is the monolith, which that should be relatively easy to do as soon as I have a metal surplus. And then consolidation, which is the population of 300, which will probably be the last one that we go for. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I upload new episodes in Planetbase every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's GMT -5 for those of you not in the States. And I always welcome comments as well. If you want to talk about the series, let me know what you thought. Make any suggestions, because, I'm not a perfect Planetbase player. I know there are some things I don't quite get, so feel free to drop a line with a comment, and I'll be happy to talk to you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next episode.